Hi everyone, this is Kurt Michelwano. Today I'm going to teach you all about counting principles, permutations, and combinations, as well as applying these concepts in real life situations. So let's start. The counting principle states that if there are m ways to do one thing and n ways to do another thing, then there are m times n ways to do both. Basically, it is a rule used to count all the total number of possible outcomes in a situation. For example, you have 4 different shirts and 3 different pants. How many variety of clothes can you wear from these given clothings? To determine the total number of possible outcomes, we will just multiply the number of shirts to the number of pants. And I will get 12, meaning there are 12 variety of clothes I can wear from this given clothing. But what if we add 2 pairs of shoes in our clothing? How many variety of clothes can I wear? So what we will do here is we will just multiply this as well, just like the other ones. Therefore, we will get the answer 24. So in definition, a permutation is a way in which a set of things can be arranged in which the order matters, while combination is a way in which a set of things can be combined in which the order doesn't matter. So the main difference between permutation and combination is that in permutation, it is all about arranging things in different orders in which the order matters, while in combination, it is all about combining things in which the order doesn't matter. For example, we have two sets here which contains 3 elements each, A, B, C, and the other one is C, B, A. This example will have two permutations since both of the sets have different arrangements, as we recall in permutations where the order does matter, meaning each set will be counted as an individual, while the combination will be one since both of the sets contain the same elements and the order does not matter in combination. Next example, here we have a given set with elements A, B, C, D. Now we are tasked to find how many ways to combine two letters from the given set. Now let's try to list all the possible pairs with two letters from the given set. So here are all the possible pairs of letters from the given set. If we will try to find the number of permutations from this given list, then there will be 12 permutations from this given example. That is because in permutations, the order does matter, therefore everything on this list will be counted as an individual. While the number of combinations will be 6 since we will eliminate from this list all the answers with the same elements but just different arrangements, such as AB and BA and AC and CA. These are both answers with the same elements but with just different arrangements. And as we recall in combinations, the order does not matter, therefore they will be just counted as one. These examples are just for you to understand the difference between permutations and combinations, but there's actually an equation that can help you find the permutations and combinations easier. First, let's start with permutation. This is the formula for finding the permutation, where NPR is equal to n factorial divided by n minus r factorial. In this equation, n is the total number of elements, while r is the number of ways you wish to get. So going back to our examples, with elements a, b, c, d, 4 will be n and r will be 2. And if we try to solve it, we will get the answer 12, meaning our permutation will be 12. Try to do this in your calculator and you will find the factorial symbol there. The next one is combination formula, in which you will just add r factorial in the last part of the permutation formula. And if we try to solve it, we will get the answer 6, meaning our combination is 6. Now let's try to apply our learnings in counting principles, permutations, and combinations in real-life examples. First example, you plan to finish your modules in 1 minor and 1 major subject each day. If you have 6 minor and 3 major subjects with 10 activities each, how many activities are there in total? Also, how many ways can you finish your modules? In this example, there will be two answers since we are tasked to find how many activities are there in total, also and how many ways can we finish our modules. To find the total number of activities, we will just add the 6 minor and 3 major subjects, which will be 9, and multiply it to the 10 activities each to determine the total number of activities, which will be 90 total activities. Now let's try to answer the second question. How many ways can you finish your modules? This one is fairly simple. Since we will finish modules in 1 minor and 1 major subjects each day, we will just multiply 6 minor and 3 major subjects, which will result in 18, meaning there are 18 ways we can finish our modules. Now let's try to list down all the 18 ways. These are all the 18 ways we can finish our modules. For example, the first set is our 6 minor subjects and the second set is the 3 major subjects. We can just multiply the first major subjects to all the minor subjects, the second major subjects to all the minor subjects, and etc. Therefore, this is an example of a counting principle wherein we will just multiply different inputs to get all the possible outcomes. Next example, you plan to watch from the top 10 movies in Netflix. How many ways can you watch 5 movies in a week? So this question is asking us how many ways can we watch 5 movies in a week from the top 10 movies in Netflix. If we analyze it carefully, it is an example of a combination. Since the order of the movies doesn't matter, because you can't consider 2 ways of watching movies with the same elements but just different order, right? There should be some difference in movies in those 2 ways. Therefore, we will use the combination formula. In this example, n will be 10 and 5 will be r. Now let's try to substitute the n and r to the formula. After solving this in our calculator, we will get 252, meaning there are 252 ways we can watch the 5 movies from the top 10 movies in Netflix. For our last example, you are tasked to do 1 chore each day for every event, every breakfast, lunch, and dinner. If there are 7 chores, how many ways can you do the chores each day? If we analyze this carefully, we can see that this is an example of a permutation. Since we will do 1 chore for every breakfast, every lunch, and every dinner, we can consider it different even if we will do 3 same chores in just a different arrangement. Therefore, we will use the permutation formula. So for our n will be 7 since there are 7 chores, and r will be 3 since we will do 1 chore for every breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And now let's try to substitute the n and r to the formula. After we solve this in our calculator, we will get 210, meaning there are 210 ways we can do the chores each day. So that's all for this video. Thank you for watching and I hope you learned a lot about counting principles, permutations, and combinations. Please like the video and thank you for watching.